right, we live. We
Alright, we
live.
live.
People ain't nobody in here yet though, so
Yes, sir.
we still sad.
I can't never see how many's in here.
Look at the top.
I don't think it shows them.
You sure?
All it shows is all it shows is live 33 seconds, and it shows a picture of like your YouTube channel on the right. Pretty interesting.
Ooh.
Share it to YouTube. Hold on. Yes, sir. No, that show, it was a good time though. It really was. The APDR, No Kidding Classic, I think is what it was called. Ain't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was a good time. What else, Supreme? Yeah, the APDR No Kidding Classic though was a really good turnout. I seen a lot of good people out there, dude. A lot of familiar faces and like names I hear on the internet pretty often. It was pretty cool. Everybody from Pitwise to people that are like common at the APDR shows, like Lindsay. It's awesome to see some of them people that you're used to seeing 2, 3, 4 times a year. To be honest with you, that's why I love
Give me
it.
a light.
But Quentin, what's up, brother man?
Oh, no, I got
But it was a
one.
good time. Throwback came out. Old Cino Life Prez was out there. It was a good
You
event.
said Cino was out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He was showing the McNabb dog.
He was showing fuck, I forget that dog's name. Canelo. The big red male. I like him a lot. My mom liked him. Everybody's lucky my mom wasn't a judge, or he probably would have won. She likes them fat. She likes them big and thick. Pretty good time though to raise awareness for ADHD and autism. I'm gonna have my YouTube video come out probably later tonight. So I'm ready to drop it. I got a lot of good pictures and videos and good angles and shit of the dogs.
So okay, boy. So elevator, what you consider a cur, man? What's your definition of a cur?
Well, there's to me, there's different types of curs, but the basic one is just one that cowers in the face of, like defeat of any kind. Any kind. Like, that means you can put them on hogs, anything, and they're gonna cower down. They're not meant for it. It's not in their heart for some reason. And a lot of people hates curs, right? Like, hates them. But I think that's the wrong way to look at it, Like, yeah, they're one that didn't work out, but we don't need to hate dogs like that. There ain't no sense in hating it. Like, it's just part of the game. Like, you're gonna get them, It's just whether or not what you do with it when you do is a question. So there's variabilities to a cur. There's a 5-minute cur. There's a fucking 50-minute cur. Like, it all just depends on the dog's intentions, I think, from the beginning. No matter what you're doing, whether or not curs don't usually change. From my understanding, they're a cur from the gate, and somebody's called it already. Somebody's realized it. and it just ends up coming true. Old Judge. He done really good. I was pretty impressed. I've only took him to one other dog show when he was pretty young. So he done pretty good. He done pretty good. They told me I could have leaned him up. A lot of them dogs could have been leaned up. I respect the twins a lot. They did very good judging. They were very hands-on, like touching the dogs. They were putting the dogs between their legs and stuff. Like I'd never seen that before out of a judge. That was pretty sick. I'll give them that. And I've showed them Virginia Mayo, Randall Abernathy, Durant Cottingham, David Devine, like legend names. They were really good judges, but the twins were hands-on. And like, you know, like most of the time you open your dog's mouth. No, they were opening dog's mouth, like looking at their teeth and stuff. It was awesome. I was really impressed. I got some good videos going to come out. You'll be able to see them touching dogs and stuff, hands-on with them. I made sure to get that. And anybody that got good pictures of Judge, send them to me, because I didn't get no good pictures of my own dog.
So you in here? Gravy.
Can you hear me, big fella?
Yes,
What's your definition of a cur, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
A motherfucker that stops when it's one that stops when it has no reason to stop, or one that stops when it can keep going. You know, one that stand on all fours and stops. But it don't take a whole lot of time to figure out what a cur is. You just put him under the right situation. You put him under the right stress conditions, and you'll find out. Like people put
Go ahead.
A lot of people put a time limit on what a cur is, right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, big fella?
Yes, sir. You're clear as day on my end.
A lot of people will put a time limit on what a cur is. I don't believe that. I believe it's the conditions. Because you can find out if one occur in 5 minutes or 25 minutes. It depends on what you got them doing and what type of situations you put them under. Now, would I breed a cur? No. Have people bred curs? Yes. That's them in their breeding practices. Me? No, I wouldn't practice.
Are people going to breed curs in the future? Yes.
Yeah. They breeding them now.
Even worse, they're extracting them themselves and AIing them. Even worse than just breeding them.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I went there.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I mean, you can't tell another grown man what to do with his stock. You know, I'm a firm believer in that. Yeah, you can't tell another man what to do with his stock. But I wouldn't get nothing from it.
Yep. And a lot of the time when you go trying to tell somebody what to do and they ain't going to hear it, they're going to do it anyways. Most of the time if people quit bringing up half this stuff, it wouldn't even keep happening. People do it just because people say you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what though, Ella?
Yeah, I get you.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose. If you want to place those genetics back, in the gene pool,
I think it's gotten to like a point where a lot of people
Can you hear
are
me
even like,
elevated?
yeah, I can hear you. I think you cut out for a second. But I think it's getting to a point where people are just like not putting them out there under stressful situations enough. You know, like with equipment and everything, hog hunting, we're getting to them fast enough to where they don't even see certain levels of
Never.
this. You know,
Shit.
Well, elevated. I think
Big
the
ass
thing is,
hog. Big
elevated.
old
You
hog
got
will
to question all that
guarantee a complete
because
death.
depending on the person, depending on who taking the
Yeah.
dog out. I mean,
That's
if
why I do
if
like the
if,
hog
if
hunting.
you
I do
know
like that.
if you know you done what you supposed to do before that dog left boot camp
Mhm.
and it cur out on you on the big stage on number 3, 4, or 5. It,
Sorry, folks, we are having technical difficulties tonight. For sure. Who else is in here?
you hear me, elevated?
Now I can.
No,
You
we
cut
couldn't
out
hear you,
though.
big fella.
It, it was going
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, I was on the other side of the. All right, now what I was saying. So you know how you judge that because if you done everything you was supposed to do during your schooling, but during boot camp, you know, and you know for sure you felt confident enough to take that dog out, but it cur out on you on the 3rd, the 4th, or the 5th. Is it the dog or is it the dog man? Or is it the opponent's dog just was a bad motherfucker that you wasn't expecting to run into? You know?
I mean, that's where the variability I think comes in. Like, different scenarios show you different things, like different circumstances. Like, there's end all be all things that make or breaks it right from the gate. You know, that could happen. Like, say you let a dog out on a hog and it gets gashed in the ribs immediately. You know what I mean? That dog might stay there and it might not. Like, that would be like, that would be something you wouldn't know until it happened, I guess, on that dog. Because I mean, the hog hunting boys in my area, they lost a couple in the rivers because of my dogs. They won't let go, and I've told them like, don't worry, like I'll replace it. Don't worry. They won't let go. Like, some will, some won't. And the last one that died had a big, huge gash in her abdomen when she passed away.
So what's the question, fellas? What's the question?
What's your definition? What's your true definition of a cur?
It ain't my definition. I mean,
I'm gonna say it's a.
this is something that's
I'm gonna say it's a little
historical.
bit.
And yeah, I was gonna say this is something that's historical, and it was written before my time. Um, you know that like that's some historical shit that was way like some 1960s shit. Y'all can hear me? Am I breaking up?
You good? I can hear you.
Yeah, so that was some historical shit,
Because
you know what I mean, written before my time, and
if
I
you
just
didn't do
stick
what you were
to,
supposed.
you know, that was the definition was what was already defined. It's like to me redefining what a color is would be like me defining what a word is, a actual word in a dictionary. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That it goes hand in hand. This is something that was before I was even born, that was already documented and entitled to what it means. And to me, it's the same thing that it means. A dog that engaged in any type of physical activity, then stopped once it got under pressure, once it got frustrated, for whatever reason, once it was physically injured and
No,
felt
we
like his life was in danger, stopped, regardless of what the fact what was the situation or circumstance that made it stop. It engaged in a physical activity, then stopped.
Yep.
That's a
That's a
fact.
curve.
Those are facts. Point blank, period. A dog that decided to engage, whether it's fatigue, lack of gameness, or whatever, user error, whatever the situation was that was put on that dog decided not to engage, it is what it is. Ain't no really my definition, your definition. That's what a cur is. A dog that engages, refuses to engage at a certain point for whatever reason, is a cur.
Yeah, now if a motherfucker want to make up an excuse for that,
That's different. That's different.
I don't make no excuse for these dogs, because my job is to not only let my dog know what I wanted to do as coyote hunt, hog hunt, show dog. I gotta let this dog know early on, this is what I expect of you. I don't necessarily gotta engage you into the activities, but hey, I could bring a pup around, let him watch what the big dogs do, and so he's learning off watching. You know what I mean? This is an expectation of you. You see these older dogs, you see your dad out there, you see your mom out there. This is what I expect of you. So, with that being said, I just feel like sometimes there's a lot of unknown expectations between a human and a dog, because people expect a dog to automatically know something that it doesn't automatically know. It's not able to think and process how we process thoughts and think. Um, it's a big difference. So with that being said, I just feel like no matter what it is, you should kind of slowly and slowly introduce your dog to whatever the activities that you have set for it during its active life. You should introduce that to them. I wouldn't say early, but I would say slowly. You know what I mean? And that would stop a lot of human error. But at the end of the day, a lot of it just boils down to gameness, man. To me, how game a dog is, man. And whether you fatigued or whatever physical element you're dealing with, you decide to keep pushing it, and that's what determines gameness. Now, that's what separates a game dog from a cur.
Yep. Hitting the nail right on the head.
Boom.
Hey, sick.
What up, Gravy?
Hey, do you think it could be on you as the dog man for not doing your due diligence and checking him hard before you show up to whatever event you gonna show up to, and then
Every
he turn
time.
on you? Don't you think that's human error right there?
No,
Yeah, you should have.
I feel like it's the circumstances, man. And it's just one of those things where either a dog might have a bad day, it might be feeling a certain type of way, or it just might be, outperformed. It might be, exhausted from all the past work that it put in. Every dog got its expiration date, and we don't know when that is or when to determine that technically, because the dog is physically going through something that we can't see. You know what I mean? And I mean, technically you should be able to see it because you won't see as much vigor. You know what I mean? And that's one of those things where it's your eyes and it's up to the dog, because some 8-year-old dogs move like they're 3.
Yep.
Some 3-year-old dogs move like they're older. So
Yep.
it just depends
Yes,
on how your
sir.
dog ages, the upkeep in it, you know what I mean? And the things that you're doing throughout the dog's life outside of just going to go perform with this dog. What are you doing on a day-to-day basis? Because what happens a lot, sometimes people just sit their dogs on chains until it's time to condition them. Now you dealing with a lot of backlash because you didn't keep a little physical activity throughout the time span of you going to show the dog and the dog sitting on the chain spots. You should get out there, give your dog some type of physical activity to do. Whether it be 5-10 minutes a day, it's going to add up. You know what I mean? And it's going to put something there to the point where you're not losing nothing. You know what I mean? You're kind of maintaining what you got without putting all the extra stress of working a dog hard on it. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that dogs rely on us for, and it's a lot of things that dogs gotta prove themselves. Are you worth relying on me?
Yep.
I gave you everything you need. And when you have that going on, that's just gonna determine the caliber of animals you got. It's not
It's
always
the
up to the human.
it's
Sometimes
the
it's
it's
genetics.
yeah, it's that nature versus nurture thing.
Yep.
Nature is what genetically is encoded in this animal to be what it's going to be physically, and the nurture part is, I think Sid kind of touched on as far as the actual daily upkeep of the dog, the condition this dog lives in, fresh water, quality food, quality exercise, quality sunlight. Those things enhance or can help enhance genetically what's in there. When a dog is in a peak physical fitness, that's just like if you never really worked out, you ate a hard fucking diet. But this guy's over here is eating fresh vegetables, eating high protein food, getting water, eating vitamins in, amino acids. And you say, hey, you got 6 weeks to work out. I got 6 weeks to work out. Who do you think is going to be in better physical condition? The person that's already had a foundation put into this before they even start working out. So like Sig said, you got a dog sitting on the chain, you throwing him, whatever you feeding him, dog might get a clean bucket of water every blue moon, green stuff in the bucket. Then you say, hey, now it's time to go put this physical stress on you, and I want you to go perform at the highest level. You're asking a lot of an animal you didn't really have any building blocks in that animal to begin with. And now genetically, whatever's in that dog will give you what's there. But what did you do to help enhance those physical traits that's already in that dog by not giving it the best quality food, quality medicine, quality work, quality exercise when you ask for it to complete this task that sometimes can be a life or death situation?
Okay.
Hunting, treadmill racing, that's a lot of physical exertion, especially with these hog hunts. These dogs are put in situations that some nights you can't really plan for. You really can't anticipate. So that's why you got to have your animal in the best shape possible, mentally and physically. Like Sid kind of touched on earlier about the young dogs and kind of showing them what this whole thing is about. It's called imprinting. That's like in nature when the young lion cubs are seeing the bigger lions go kill wildebeest and gazelles and zebras. That's imprinted on them. This is something that we will be doing soon. And now as they become older and they get a little bit of the hunting, now they become older. Now they're able to become supreme hunters themselves by seeing supreme hunters do what supreme hunters do. So all that plays a part into getting your dog, I think, to the absolute peak of whatever the dog has, to the absolute peak or premium. So now when I go to get it from this dog is giving me everything that it has. And I can only ask for that for my animal.
Okay. Who else we got up here on the panel with us? Who else we got up here on the panel with us, fellas?
You, I'm still up in this thing, man.
Oh, okay.
What else we got up
Hey,
in here, dude?
do you think it's a difference from a 2 hour cur and a 20-minute cur?
I mean, no and yes. I mean, so technically, yes. I mean, one took longer to quit, but I wouldn't say that one is better than the other. A cur is gonna be a cur regardless of the time span that it took. Now, I will say this: there is variables in how a dog take a loss, or whatever may happen throughout, you know, whatever the dog was physically going through. You know what I mean? Whether it had been uh, historically speaking, one of them historical dogs, or whether it had been hog hunting or whatever it was doing. Like for instance, historically speaking, from a I got Vindicator or some shit. Um, Now if this motherfucker went 2 hours and then it was doing whatever what they say they was counting down, you know what I mean, and counting them out, and he kind of bumped into shit on his way and kind of just got over there too late, or was on his way over there and just couldn't physically make it. I mean, that's different, because that's still a loss and it's not going to be considered a game loss. So I mean, that's different than the motherfucker just standing there on all fours. Then this is another thing: a dog standing there on all fours, there's no telling what this dog was physically going through on the inside. It could be some type of internal damage done to any type of organ, or bleeding from any type of pressure wound on the inside, or just organs malfunctioning and shit like that. Shit happens. So it could be something that we don't see going on. Sometimes they got things that they call silent seizures, and those happen even in dogs. Dogs will go and end up having a stroke or a seizure, and they'll look like they're just standing there, but in all actuality, they going through something. Um, so that's what I said. It's a bunch of different variables, but when it boils down to it, um, some dogs are able to keep performing, even going through any of that type of excruciating, pain or whatever it may be that the dog is going through, and those are the ones that we consider game dogs. I mean, the ones that stop. It don't matter if it's 2 hours, 4 hours, record breaking. The fact of the matter is that you
You
stop.
stop.
Now, I will say record breaking is crazy. I wouldn't
Yeah,
I wouldn't try to be, but
yeah,
yeah.
you quit. I mean, yeah, 2 hours or 2 minutes, you quit. I mean, you quit. I mean, there's really nothing else to put
I
on
also
that.
say this breeding curves into your program and all of that. Um, this man once said there ain't nobody who based an entire yard off of breeding curs. Now let's take it a step further. For all of y'all who try to make excuses and say, well, Finley Bow this, well, Snooty that, these dogs wouldn't be here. A lot of those dogs took game losses, and even so, now let's take it a step further. You bringing those genetics into your program is just not gonna be. It's not gonna give you what you're looking for in the long run. If you're looking for percentages, you just completely destroyed your percentages by adding something you don't want into your program. Now, if a dog is a cur, I mean, and you're in a business of game dogs, and you're not just showing dogs as far as we're going to just confirmation shows. Um, you taking the risk of being out there hog hunting and getting seriously injured and your dog getting killed because you putting something that doesn't have what it physically takes to go into your lineage. You know, you may get a good one here or a good one there, but the consistency is
Not gonna
what you
be
just
there.
destroyed. It's not there.
Correct. And like you gave an example of like even with Snooty. There's a difference. Snooty, like the Snooty dog that have lost. There's a difference between breeding dogs that have lost versus dogs that have quit. Those are two different things. A dog that took a loss, how did he lose? Was it a game loss? Was he just overmatched? Did he get a bleeder? Like, there's a lot of reasons why dogs lose. So when people say, oh, such and such breeding losers. Okay, and the first question I ask, do you know why that dog took that L? If you can't tell me why that dog took that L, then don't critique why this person's breeding this particular dog. Let's say, for example, this dog went into a hog, the hog bit him across both legs are gone, but this dog still tried to go after the hog. And the owner decided, you know what, I'm gonna take my dog home. But this dog still showed a willingness with that type of physical damage to still complete the task. But the owner said, you know what, I'm gonna take my dog, heal him up, and bring him back home and breed him. That's the type of animal you want in your program. A dog, regardless of what it's physically going through, like we just stated, but still is trying to complete a particular task of going after this hog. Why wouldn't I not try to breed this animal to see what I can get out of it? That's something completely different than a dog that I know when I released this dog on this hog, he decided to go. And when the hog showed resistance, he decided to say, you know what? I don't want to be here because the hog showed me some resistance. I want to go back to the pickup truck. That's something completely different than a dog that has an L. And we see a lot of dogs in pedigrees that have losses or have L's beside their name, and we're quick to throw out criticism. Oh, such and such was a loser. Such and such was a loser. How did that dog lose? If you can't give me an answer why that dog took that loss, then stop critiquing that animal and why that particular person decided to breed that animal into their program, because now you don't have the context of the loss. You're just going off of
Some hearsay. We went out. Well, shit, man. I'm gonna pick up what I'm put down, man. You back?
No, I don't think he came back in yet, shit.
Yeah, and I'm pick up where he's
yeah,
put down.
My bad. Then we quick like a dog like Snooty. Oh, he a two-time loser. I wouldn't have bred a dog like that. But then we don't look at the legacy the dog added to the game. Like, look at the dogs. This dog either sired or grandsired, or dogs that are double bred on this dog that turned out to be world-class dogs. And come to find out, the two losses were from game losses. Hey, he lost game. We brought him back, healed him up. You know what? Let's try it one more time. He got a win. Brought him back. Let's try it one more time to get that CH. He took another game loss. You know what? That's enough. Let's go ahead and start breeding. So again, without having context and understanding true history of people that have been around these dogs and know the true story of these dogs, we got to stop being so quick to criticize. Well, I wouldn't bred this, I wouldn't have bred that, when we don't have anything comparable to the legacy that the dog we criticizing, but we quickly criticize. That's why everything is, like I like to say, the game ain't cookie cutter. There's 1,000 ways to get where we're trying to go. And if Sig is doing something a certain way or using a certain method, I may not like it, but if Sig is getting results, who am I to say he wrong for using his method to get results?
Right. Let me breed my 10-month-old puppy.
I don't know about that.
Come on, Sig, we ain't gonna do that.
Hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing.
But look, yeah, that's all I'm trying to. I get what you're saying, but I would like to touch on that a little bit more, because I definitely pick up what you're putting down. I would like to add on, if you are, you know what I mean, doing breedings like that, then why don't you just stand by what you're doing instead of making up excuses for it you know, and get a better understanding of what you're doing. Now, again, like you said, you must understand what a dog in a pedigree went through before you can judge it. Therefore, you can't go off of what you seen somebody else do because your dog may not have been in the same situation as that dog. For instance, a lot of people don't know that I believe it was Finley Bow. It might have been Snooty. Um, Either one. It was either Snooty or it was Finley Bow. But the original two wins came from the original owner. The second two losses came from two different, completely different owners. You know what I mean? And the thing about that is
Is it the dog or the dog
the
man?
dog. Some dogs bond with their owners. So if I had a dog on my yard, I raised this dog up. Not only did I raise it up, I bred it, or even if I didn't breed it, I got a puppy. I raised it up. This puppy ended up to be a stellar dog. Someone offered me a stellar price for this dog. I sold this dog to this person, but it didn't perform out. It didn't perform as well as it performed for me. Okay, this person, instead of them contacting me, somebody else seen this dog and was like, "Hey, I'll give you etc. What you pay for the dog back, pretty much," and they sell it. Okay, now the dog performs less than it performed for the prior person. You know what I mean? It can still come back to me and perform how it's supposed to perform, but at the end of the day, that performance probably was affected by the bond that me and that dog had. You know, I just pretty much sold a grown dog, you know what I mean? And it was an exceptional dog, but this dog just happened to be a particular dog who had, because some dogs not in there because they want to be in there. They're going after hogs and they're going after things that you want them to do because they want to please you as your dog, and you're their owner. um it that will change when the hands change for dogs like that. Some dogs just want to be active. Those are the dogs that we consider true bulldogs. Some bulldogs are a little bit sensitive as far as changing hands. Some dogs will bite a person when you change your hands and things like that. So I mean, you always got to take knowledge into consideration and not just guessing or not just word of mouth. But people need to really start learning about what happened and what's going on before they move forward. Like Unc was saying, um, it just it's not right when you base your due diligence off of another man's legacy. You know, and you, like you said, you don't even got dogs this dog caliber. You never produce nothing of this dog caliber, but yet you want to compare your animal to this historic animal. You know, you take away Snooty, ain't no grand champion Corota. You know, it's not. You know, it's a lot of Snooty inside of grand champion Corota. You know, it's a lot of Snooty in a lot of dogs. You know, Finley Bow. You take away Finley Bow, ain't no G.
Chinaman.
You know, so
Think about the gap. Think about the gap in the game there would be with no China.
Right.
Think about that big ass hole based on the legacy Chinaman, Briscoe, all them dogs that come off Bulldog. Think about all them dogs that were great. Well, Chinaman was growing his grandside by Philly Snooty. So you talking a good bit of Snooty genetics in Chinaman. So every dog plays a part. Every dog plays a part. And again, without having firsthand knowledge or having hands-on doing this shit yourself, like there are certain kennels that we've talked about that I have a particular opinion about because of years and years of living in a certain part of the country where those dogs are prominent. Versus, I can't speak on, let's say, for example, what would you say is a good quote unquote dog based out of Cali? A Cali bred dog, Cali Blue.
Uh,
Let's say the little
Rodeo.
gator stuff. Let's say the little gator stuff, right? Just throwing that
I
out
got
there.
rodeo, little gators. Yeah.
Yeah. I never really had a lot of experience with the little gator stuff. So for me to throw stones at that because I see maybe one dog or I heard a story about a dog, that's unfair to the legacy that the dog created, even though I've heard stories about what type of animal he was. But my thing is, when you if you don't own a dog or you aren't able to what's the word I'm looking for? Be there when a dog is performing and able to benefit from that. And I'm only looking at genetically what this dog can provide me. He could be a dog that never started. He could be a dog that never been on a home. But his level of genetics outweigh anything that he ever accomplished. And there's numerous dogs that we can point to, like Little Gator,
Right.
for
When
example.
first had the nut,
Look
bro.
at
First had
what he is as a dog, but then look at the
Yeah.
legacy that came behind him. I don't care what he was as a dog. I just simply
Yeah.
want his genetic makeup and what he was able to push forward. I could care if he wasn't the most outstanding animal, because that don't do me no good because I can't benefit from him in 2025. But genetically, I can benefit from what he added to the game. So
Right.
I don't throw stones at dogs that I can't financially benefit from in a particular arena. That don't do me no good. But genetically, can I benefit from whatever this dog added to the game? Then yes, my ears are open and I'm willing to learn something based on his genetics that he was able to add to a particular line or particular strand of blood.
Right. And again, this
Okay,
ain't no
check this
one
out.
off. This is something of consistency.
Okay. Check this out. Well, what about Reno? He won 8, lost 2, but the 2 he lost, both dogs died. He don't know he lost.
Right. And this is my thing in that situation. That goes back to um how a dog lost and what were the variables. You know what I mean? This is the thing. Okay, this dog may have technically won. You feel me? Y'all might say this dog won. But in all actuality, are you really winning if you're not living or the one that's still living? Because this goes back to a situation where it's like gameness or mouth. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. Just based on the simple fact of all the variables are similar. This dog didn't really put the pressure on some shit. And I mean, he may have just lost interest. And at
In
the end
his
of the day,
in his situation, Stick, they said he had what you was talking about. Silence. He had 2 seizures because he was took too long.
yeah, I mean that's something you take into consideration. Now, I will say this. That's what will lead one. This is the thing. When you have something exceptional and you can see, hey, this motherfucker is A1, but it's just missing a little bit of this. That's different than when you got a dog that you know is trash. Man, this dog trash as hell, but I paid $3,500 for it. Take the money away from it. If you got that dog for free, or if you paid a little bit of nothing for that dog, you probably would have been got rid of that dog. But instead, you kept it because you paid a certain price for it, or it's a certain blood tied to it. You know, whatever your excuse may be, instead of you just moving forward, you taking steps back by lying to yourself, bro. If it's not nothing that you can see yourself, you know, benefiting from, then I don't understand why you would breed it. Just based off the simple fact of I could have a dog, you know, historically speaking, like Simba. Allegedly, this dog would never leave the corner, but if you come to the corner, I'm gonna wreck you and kill you here. You know, entertainment. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I I could take a dog, you know, and breed it with a high, extremely high prey
Right.
drive, you know, and that might give me what I'm looking for. You know, there's a little something missing, pretty much, and I can see myself benefiting from adding whatever this is missing. You know, it's not missing too much. That's different than just making an excuse for a poor animal. You know, for whatever the excuse may be, this dog does not truly fit your desires or needs. You know, you gonna be just another person that's out here putting out bullshit, you know, and giving these dogs you know, bad names, because dogs bred without purpose are fucking terrible. I don't see nothing good coming from those. I bred without purpose. I don't see nothing good coming from that. So I mean, that's a big thing, you know. I always feel like people just need to be honest with themselves, man. Sometimes it hurts to put that much time and effort into something and you're not getting what you expected out of it, you know. When you got high expectations and they ain't met, you know, that shit hurt. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to get somewhere in a specific spot, then you gotta do what you gotta do to get there. But if you just breeding pests, that's another thing. You know, if you don't really see yourself doing something further than, you know, just having another dog around, that's all right. You know what I mean? That's completely up to you. But if you breeding with purpose and you breeding for performance, or, you know, good looks, or whatever, you know, it may be, you taking steps back when you're allowing something to slip through the cracks just because of whatever bullshit excuse you made up for yourself, for lack of better term. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The worst
like
thing that you can do is lie to yourself.
if you have a standard, my dogs have to do this, and anything below this bar, I have no use for it. And like Six said, once you start making excuses, well, I paid this much for the dog. Well, I got it from this guy. Or, you know, my wife liked the dog. Or my kids like the dog. Once you start making those excuses, it's almost like you drive a pickup truck. And every time you make an excuse for a dog that doesn't meet your standard, but there's a reason why you make an excuse why it doesn't meet your standard, you throw on a 2-ton brick on the back of your truck. Every time you do that, you're throwing a brick on the back of your truck. Now you're slowing down your truck. You got all these excuses, all these bricks, but you're slowing down your truck. Versus the guy, every time there's an excuse in his way, he's moving that brick out of the way. He's still moving forward. He's moving that brick out of his way. He's still moving forward. We got the same truck, but I'm 1,000 miles ahead of you because I ain't making excuses for these motherfuckers, excuse my language, for these animals if they don't meet my standard. You have to have a standard, and you can't lie to yourself. We all like our dogs. We all love our dogs. We all pet them, and, you know, we love them. We take care of them. We do the best behind our dogs. We give them the best. We feed them the best. But at the same time, there's a certain level of expectation, no different than a football team. Hey, this position right here, if you ain't meeting expectations, guess what? We putting your ass on the bench and we put somebody else in for it. No different. Every dog has to have, or you have to have your own standard of what you want based on either something you saw that you like, or based on how you were raised in the game and you were told, hey, this is what the epitome of this dog should be, or the dog should achieve. Whatever you, through your journeys, your travels, that allow you to formulate that standard, don't ever wave on it. It's just like a man standing on his square. Always stand on your square and never waver on that square. Because once you start making excuses and, well, I got it from Sid. Well, I paid $3,500 for it. Well, I do like the dog. She got to, once you start doing all that, start breeding poodles. Go ahead and just get rid of everything you got and start breeding poodles. Because you about to go down a road of a whole bunch of lack of success, constantly making excuses, and now you're going to be spinning your wheels, wondering why I can't move forward with my program, because you set all these booby traps in your program by breeding underperforming dogs or Well, even though the dog, she cold, I'm gonna breed a whole bunch of them because I got her from this. Or I ain't gonna really test this dog on a hog because I don't want it to get hurt, but I'll just breed it anyway. Those are something, in my opinion, that can set a program back. Some people, hey, a dog can be bred a certain way, and the dog don't have to be on the hog. They'll just breed it because, hey, bred a certain way, that's good enough for them. That's their standard. And if it works for them, hey, it works for them.
The blood is there. The blood is there.
There you go. The blood is there. And again, if you stack
What about
enough
the
of
performance?
it, hey,
What about
that's
the
my
performance?
point. That's my point. Because these dogs are high-performing dogs. Whether they wall climbing, hog hunting, treadmill races, these dogs are the supreme athletes of the canine world. They perform at a high fucking level, you know, and when your standards are below what their capabilities are, and you start making those excuses, you'll never have that joy of going on a hog hunt on something you bred up and it's showing out on a hog hunt. That feeling, because again, that feeling right there is no feeling like it. A dog I bred up, I put time in, I put work in, and for this dog to go out and complete a task at the highest level, there's no feeling like it. It's like a proud father when his son scores his first touchdown. There's no feeling like it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
And I
sir.
definitely got
What's that saying? Excuses are for the weak.
Right. And failure and second chances are only for failures, men who failed the first time
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
So I was just gonna say it's Bulldog you, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is where you come for longevity, man. You learn how to not fall the fuck off, for lack of better terms, or for my terms. You know what I'm saying? This is where you learn how to hold on strong, man, and stay ahead of the curve, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is
Yeah.
brought to you by historical purposes, you know, entertainment purposes, and hypothetical speech, man. You know, we just here to, you know, pretty much intertwine, man, and let your mind, you know, run freely, man. Let your thoughts escape a little bit, and at the same time, gather some new ones, man. You know, live and learn a little bit. You know, don't waste no time, man. You know what I'm talking about? And here we respect all animals. You know what I'm saying? All animal acts and all animal laws, man. Once again, none of this shit is intended for, nor should it be used for illegal purposes, man. And if it is, man, you know, some shit happened, be known to get active, man. You know, old dirty dog, man, gonna have to show you, man. It's a dirty game, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yes, for the most part, we players here, man. No squares here, man. We gonna give it to you raw and authentic, man.
Yeah. That's the whole purpose of everything that we're doing, to educate, not miseducate.
You still with us?
Deplorable conditions.
Hey.
Deplorable.
Yeah, we got deplorable conditions coming next. You been on the hour yet? Let's see.
Right at it almost.
54 minutes. 54 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, I got a nice rhythm here. So I should have split this one into two.
Deplorable, despicable, disgraceful, horrendous conditions, man.
Yes, sir. Here at Bulldog U, man. The hottest topics,
gonna give
man.
it-
Ain't no gossip, man. It's all knowledge, man. Ain't
Hey,
no
we're gonna give
gossip,
it to you the
man. It's
full
all
spectrum.
knowledge.
Hey, we're gonna give you the full spectrum, not just the good. We're gonna give you the bad too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and the ugly come with that. The ugly come with it,
Yeah.
baby.
Deplorable come with that too.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you all
Tell
that.
y'all about this rain, sleet, snow. Talking about
Absolutely. We're gonna give you all
Y'all
seasons,
see.
man. Oh shit.
Big Saul, baby, here to teach y'all about some you know what I'm talking about, work ethics. You know what I'm talking about? Big
Oh
Saul,
yeah.
baby, home of the work ethics, man. You ain't gonna outwork
Hey,
them, man. You know what I'm talking about?
never.
You
That's
ain't
hey.
gonna
I live by
absolutely.
that, man. I live by that, man. Don't think, because I'm a big fella, I can't work. You understand me? I get it in, man. I transform with the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know,
sir. You know what I'm talking
hey,
about?
the work ethic is everything, man. Work ethic is everything, man. If you ain't got no
That's
work ethic, you ain't got
100%.
nothing. You ain't
That's
got nothing, man.
100%.
Because guess what? When you sleep, guess what that other man doing?
Oh yeah, he working. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You sleep, I work.
Sir. We gonna school you
That's
before we
supposed to
fool
be.
you, man.
We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
school
we
you
gonna
before we
school you
lose you
before you.
too.
We
Yeah,
gonna school
You
you
know
make
what I'm
sure
before we
saying?
lose you, man. Hey, we
We're
gonna
make
gonna
sure
school
y'all
you
school you
put
before we
before
y'all
we
fool
lose
you,
you.
man. You know
notifications
what I'm
on.
talking about?
Put y'all
Yes,
notifications on for deplorable conditions next. You know, there's one on the screen
Deplorable.
right now. There's one on the screen right now.
Man, you got to say the
Uh,
whole lingo, man. You got to say the whole thing, man. You know, you got to say the whole thing, man. Go ahead and say it, man. It ain't
I'm
just
saying.
deplorable.
Deplorable, despicable, despisable, and horrendous conditions.
Hey, man. D3H, man. You know what I'm saying? The shit
AKA
is deplorable, despicable, disgusting, and horrendous conditions, man.
Y'all put
yes,
y'all
That's how
sir.
they.
notifications on, man. We got another live coming. Explaining this shit in the background right here that y'all see on the screen. That's another series we got that gonna help a lot of people clean up their yards to stop posting this bullshit.
Yeah, baby. Hey, we gotta throw that doodoo man in there too, man. We can't forget the poop scoop troop. We
Hey, man,
can't
don't do
forget
that
these.
shit, man. Hey, man, no. I hope he ain't talking about who I think he talking about. Don't do that shit, man. Hey, please don't. Please don't, sick. Don't. Hey, I'm getting off. I'm jumping off,
Big
man.
book.
Hey,
I mean,
Puppies on that
yeah,
bitch, man.
M1 want us to save that one. He said he wanted us to save that one. So them boy,
oh, he
they
did.
lucky tonight. They
Oh,
lucky tonight.
you talking
Respect,
about him? You
respect,
talking about
respect.
the guys?
Yeah,
You talking about the gun
yeah.
side?
You know,
Ah, shit, we
because
can throw
you
that
know,
shit out there, man. Fuck that, man. We can throw that shit
but
out
you
there. We
know,
ain't gotta say that
now,
shit. I thought we were talking about. I thought you were talking about somebody else. You know, we talked about that on the back street. Hey,
well,
don't do
yeah,
it. Hey,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't give a damn about them
yeah.
other cat.
Yeah, but when she comes
Yeah,
back,
nah, we ain't gonna do that, baby.
that's a
I'm
part of
throwing food
the
out there,
condition.
man. I'm throwing food out there, man. It's time to eat.
Hey, man, listen. Hey,
About
you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, Gravy, he's still in. He's still in. Gravy train. Doing something.
Yeah, the
yeah,
train
we
ain't went
teach y'all.
nowhere, Welch. The train ain't went nowhere. We right here. We
What
just
about
stay in assist mode.
Gravy,
what
GG,
about you good
GG,
for
man.
9 o'clock? Cause I got it set for 9, or you want me started earlier.
No, I'm excellent for that. I'm excellent. We can cook. We can cook.
Deplorable, despicable,
Yeah.
So,
You know,
disgraceful, horrendous.
yeah, starring Gravy
AKA.
Train and Big Soul.
you want so
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
man.
leave it for 9 o'clock?
Yeah, man. I'm ready,
Say that
man.
again.
You want me to leave it set for 9 o'clock? You want me to leave it for 9?
Yeah, we could leave it for 9. If it's 9 down there, it's 8 my way. I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right.
good.
All right.
I handle my business. I got up early this morning to handle business, man. Early this morning.
Big C, Elevator said he seen you this weekend, man.
Hey man, who won at the dog show, man? Who won first place, man? At the dog show. Elevated.
Elevated. I think he dropped. His service might have dropped down.
Okay, he up there in that motherfucking in that mountain time. He in that mountain time.
Yes, sir. Bulldog you, baby. If you haven't already, man, go on hit that like, man. Hit that subscribe, man. That don't cost you nothing, man. We don't drop cash apps over here, man. All we ask, man, is just for the support, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey man, pay attention, man. That's all we ask, man. Pay attention.
Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this shit because somebody asked me about that. Now they can still send their super chats. If you want to send something to Saul, let me know or tell them in the chat you want to send something to Jones, Gravy Train, Sick. Y'all can donate to the brothers on the panel, and I'm gonna just put this out there. You want to be donated to no deplorable situations because there's a lot of people that I watch out in these chats. Not just me, a lot of legends, some people on this panel, and y'all donate to them channels, and they not taking care of them dogs, but y'all sending them people money, and they goddamn y'all look like this shit in the background right now. So you got good dog men on this side that take care of their shit. You want to donate to Saul, Sid, Jones, Gravy Train, Breaker, because y'all was donating when Breaker was over there chopping it up, helping other channels. So if you want to donate something to Breaker, somebody who actually take care of their dog, don't be afraid to do it. Because again, a lot of y'all donate to these guys, and they y'all don't make shit. And I'm wondering what they doing with this, with they pup money and they super chat money. You know, so I'm gonna just say that.
Smoking it up.
Yes, sir. And I ain't gonna knock it, man. If you want to do it at your risk, man, all I'm saying is we ain't them guys that's gonna keep throwing it out there.
Yeah.
We ain't them guys that's gonna keep throwing it out there, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead, man, and do what you
It's about to be membership, so
do, man. But
you know,
we ain't one of those, man. That's all I can tell you, man. All that is definitely at your will, man. You know, I'm talking about this Bulldog you.
Yeah, man. We just want you to. We want to school you before we lose you, man. That's it.
Yeah, man, we definitely gonna be ready. I just hit the smoke shot, man. Yeah, we definitely gonna be ready.
Oh yeah.
You know, I could freestyle in deplorable conditions like nothing.
that's it, man. Go ahead,
That's
hit the
self-explanatory.
like, subscribe. We got deplorable conditions. We got another show coming up, another series coming up at 9:00. So y'all make sure y'all put our notifications on. Going hard in the chat. You know the link was in the chat, and they missed the conversation. But we got another live going on at 9:00, twin. If you wanted to come up and speak on some of that, we're dealing with Gravy Train and everybody. Deplorable conditions. You see this stuff on the
deplorable yard.
You know, so
yes, sir. Definitely gonna be starring Saul and Gravy
and Gravy Train, Gravy Train.
Yeah, the big Saul and the Gravy.
If y'all
how to stay the fuck out of jail. A few people done you know what I'm saying, got into some trouble for not doing this shit, man. They're gonna teach y'all, you know what I'm saying, how to stay the fuck out of jail, how to stay fresh and clean. You know what I'm talking about? Like Outcome. Andre 3000, so fresh, so clean. They the guys with the knowledge. Oh hell yeah. Somebody that got that. Yeah. They gonna teach y'all how to goddamn not do that shit, man. All that shit them dummies did. They gonna teach y'all how to not do it.
Hey man, Saul ain't got shit to do with this shit, man.
because you know
Nigga gonna drop a
deplorable.
bomb on my shit.
Hey,
You gonna
deplorable,
drop a bomb on my
deplorable
Hey,
shit.
hey,
conditions.
hey,
If your
hold
Hey,
dog
on.
smell like a
check this
zoo,
out. I know something. I know
if your
something. What about deplorable conditions in the house? House dogs.
Shit.
Deplorable conditions.
that's
That's a
ooh,
deplorable condition, right?
I got something for them too.
Mac?
I teach them how to get their hygiene right for them and their
Man, we
dog.
gotta talk about that too, man. Deplorable conditions inside the house, man. With
Oh
dogs.
yeah, man.
Look,
You a filthy
everybody,
motherfucker. Got all in the house before me.
Or in
everybody,
apartments.
everybody get something to eat, charge up, and we be back at 9 o'clock sharp. We might
Deplorable.
start at 8:30. We might start at 8:30 depending on gravy train, but y'all go ahead, charge up, roll up.
Oh no, gravy ready.
Uh,
Gravy
Hey
ready,
man.
big fella.
Hey, that's the vice president of deplorable conditions.
Pop your popcorn,
Conditions,
man.
yeah.
Pop your
I'm
popcorn,
just a
man. Get your
I'm just a
warm
rep.
cover,
I'm
man.
just a rep,
Get your
man.
warm,
You know, I
get your
come
warm
out to the
socks
houses
on.
first. hey, big fella, I come out to the houses first, man. When they like despicable, deplorable. Hey, that's when I gotta call the VP out there. He gotta come out there and take a look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I call the VP. You know, I'm a rep. You know, I'm the rep. I just come out and take a couple pictures and shit. You know, I send them to the VP, man. And if he need to cause a press conference, then it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a rep.
He said, "What
You
a
know what I'm
mess."
Who stop?
Yeah, you ain't missing yet. It's coming up. It's coming up. You ain't missing yet. It's coming up at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm about to run the Popeyes right quick. And if he ready when I come back, then we go ahead and start. I'm trying to wait for Downgrade because I need to get somebody else to control. I can start it now, but I'm at matter of fact, hold on.
Them deplorable conditions gonna be the shit though. This right here should break the internet.
I'm about
This
to
shit gonna break the internet, man.
start
Starring Macaroni Tony and the Salt Man. Oh shit, this shit gonna break the goddamn internet.
That nigga say,
Yeah, we
The
gonna
Mac
do
Man.
it, man.
The Mac
We
Man.
definitely gonna do it. Man Supreme. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey man.
Po Lady Dream, Rich Lady Cream.
Woo! Woo! Man, I gotta get 3 claps and a Ric Flair for that motherfucker right there. Run that back, man. We gotta press rewind, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go, man. That shit should have been happening, man. What the DJ back there fucking up, man. There you go.
Bulldog, but we
Goddamn, DJ, okay, cut it, man. Yeah,
Great game, bro.
DJ.
Goddamn DJ.
Motherfucking DJ, man. Hey, man. Deplorable gonna break the internet. Hey, if y'all missed this, man, y'all whack, man.
teach you how to get
Hey,
your
Y'all must got deplorable. Hey, no, if y'all missed this show, y'all got deplorable
Anybody-
conditions at y'all house and y'all don't want to hear this shit. That's what it is. If y'all don't listen to this show, y'all are in deplorable conditions. That's why y'all don't want to listen to it.
Hey, you ain't lying.
Hey, if I was in deplorable conditions, I wouldn't even want to fuck with it. I'd be like, nah, this motherfucker trying to play me and shit. That's how I be fucking.
They out here like Pootie Tang Dirty D.
Water Tay, man. Water style, man. Water Tay, man.
Dirty D, that boy was rubbing dirt on him. Never run ahead.
Water say, nigga.
Y'all shit, y'all. Hey, I'm about to, matter of fact, let me put it in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, DJ, man. Come on, DJ. Come on, DJ.
Once again, man, I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to stay the fuck out of jail, man. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Say it
you know
again,
man. You ain't gonna have to worry about nobody complaining, you know what I'm saying? Off no sense or none of that shit, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, man, if you can smell your dog from the front, you out there in the front street and they in the back and you can smell them, those are deplorable conditions, by the way. So don't think just because y'all cleaned up some shit and you still can smell it, those are deplorable conditions. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna cover many aspects, man. Many aspects of the deplorable, despicable, horrendous,
We're gonna tell you the bad and the Better. You know
Worse.
what I'm saying? Ain't no good in that shit. Worse. There you go. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no good in that shit.
We're gonna teach y'all how that ugly shit. Hey, we're gonna teach y'all how to make a pretty bitch ugly though, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Man,
Hey,
for
we're gonna
real,
teach
man.
y'all
It
how
don't
to
take
put a
nothing but a
wig on
little
a
bit of
pig,
money.
man.
Y'all
It
put
don't
y'all
take nothing but a little bit of money.
notifications dropped in the chat. That's the next live about to go up. Y'all put y'all
Just a little bit of
notification on
money.
there.
Just a little
Yes,
bit of
sir.
money,
We're gonna teach
man.
y'all. Hey, man, y'all gonna put a wig on a pig, man. Make a gig for a fee, man.
You know what I'm
I'm talking
saying? Let
about. We
Kermit the
got you.
Frog take her out, man, for a nice
Man,
We
lunch, man.
got you.
the
We gonna
goddamn
let
numbers
Kermit
keep
take her
going
out,
up,
man.
man. Hey man, the numbers keep going up. Listen, y'all go ahead and put y'all notifications on. I'm gonna shut this down so everybody do what they do. Then we hop back
Hey,
on right
man,
quick.
All right,
roll up
say
and
less.
get ready for the reckoning.
Deplorable, despicable,
The
degrading,
reckoning.
despisable, horrendous conditions.
Despicable, disgraceful, disgusting, horrendous.
Goddamn officer
We
gotta
finna
wear
break the internet
booties.
with this shit. Hey, man, get
Yeah.
your brooms
We
out,
finna
your
cover that.
rakes, your shovels. You know what I mean? It's going down. You know what I'm saying? Get your goddamn bleach, your gloves. You know what I'm saying? All your sprays, your water hose. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get everything, man. Pack that shit up, man. You know what I mean?
And
You say you gonna come do what?
I'm about to open up the back chat. I'm about to end this real quick.
Okay.
All right.
I bet.
All right, peace. Salute to the chat, man. Respect.
Man, salute to the Chizat.
Move to the chat. We be back at 9 o'clock. 8:30, 9 o'clock. Y'all put your notifications on.
Deplorable conditions.